welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I'm gonna go over my October 2025 monthly debt confessions. So let's go ahead and get started because I have to be on a plane in 30 minutes and I have a few videos to film before my vacation. Hopefully you all are enjoying your Thanksgiving break. Okay, so I have made some changes on this spreadsheet. You can possibly already tell if you've already seen my previous videos. I'm going to change it up again in December once I'm all caught up, but I just wanted to keep it consistent until the end of this filming in the past period. So on the left hand side, I have my debts categorized by my credit cards and then categorized by my loans. They were originally listed from smallest to largest in each category, but as you can see, some things have changed. So we're gonna go line by line through each of the debts, and we'll just see where I made some progress and where I didn't this month. All right, so my first debt, the Chase Freedom Card. Oh, I did not fill these in. My previous balance was $1,604.73, and my new balance is $894.29, which means that I have decreased my balance by $710.44. As of October 7th, when I start tracking my debts, I have stopped working my seasonal job. It has come to an end. I did work towards the end there. I did pick up extra shifts. If you watched my previous videos, I did not want to work and I did not want to pick up extra shifts, but I did end up doing so. And then additionally, I also got a scholarship at my job. So I got, sorry, not my job, at my school. So I got a $600 scholarship, and that went towards my debts as well. So I ended my job. I got my last paycheck on my last day, and I got a $600 paycheck, which was more than what I typically make in a month. I kept track. Let's see if it shows where I work at. Okay, I just cover up this part. So you can see here, this is where what I made in the year 2024, and then this is what I made in the year 2025, month to month. And you can see my October paycheck, I didn't get paid at all the previous year in October, but this year I did because I changed management, and I was paid for my October paycheck in September, but at the end of September. So that's why I wasn't counted on my previous paycheck. So as you can see, very few of these months reach $600, and I got that $600 scholarship. So I was able to make significant progress this month. All right, then my California Coast Credit Union, this went down just the minimum monthly payment minus what goes to interest, and that is, sorry, as you can tell I'm running very late for the airport. So it went down $16.94, my balance. My Citi Diamond card, it's still at $0. I have not closed this account. I'm gonna keep it open because it does affect my credit score. So I'm gonna keep it open just a little bit because it helps my, my debt to my overall debt limit rate, but it doesn't help my credit debt age. So one of these days I will close it, but right now while I still have so much debt, I'm gonna keep it on there. All right, then my Bank of America Platinum card, it went down $1,000, and that is because this had a balance transfer promotion that was ending in November, and I wanted to pay it off a month early, and so I was able to do that. Again, it was from working extra shifts at my second job, even when I didn't think I was going to, and then also that $600 scholarship I got from school. All right, then my USAA rate card. You see here that this dropped significantly. And if you are paying attention, you can already see why. Not necessarily paying attention, but if you've followed along and you're jumping ahead, you can see why it decreased by over $6,000 month to month from September to October. But yes, then I have my Wells Fargo card. So went down the minimum monthly payment, and this card has no interest currently. I forget at the top of my head when this ends. I think it's April or May 2026, so I still have plenty enough time. Then my Citi Double Cash card, it also went down the minimum monthly payment minus what goes to interest, and this card as well also has a balance transfer promotion ending, but not until 2026. If you want to see the exact dates, you can go check out my previous videos, but just because I'm running late, I am going to go ahead and just skip through it. So this Discover card, it went down the, all right, sorry about that. My alarm clock telling me to book my Uber just went off. But yes, so this Discover card went down more than the minimum monthly payment simply because I wanted to get the balance down to a nice clean number. All right, then the reason why this increased so much is because I did that whole moving around money thing. So I got a new credit card with a balance transfer promotion. I do not remember when this ends. Let me see if I have it saved somewhere here readily available. All right, so this balance transfer promotion ends December 2026. So I have a new credit, and that is where that money went. All right, so month to month, you can see I paid off a lot of debt, even though I did have that moving around money situation, but that was only because of, just to get a lower interest. But regardless, because of the extra payments that I received at the end of October, both of them were at the end of September, both of them were the big end of September, I was able to make a payment and lower my credit cards month to month by $2,473.14. So that is probably on par for one of the largest, I think that is the largest amount of credit card debt that I've been able to pay month to month so far. So I'm very happy about that. It was much needed, especially if you watch my last videos where I talk about the stealing and then the retaliation and and then additionally, the promotions that I wasn't getting. This was very, very happy and a great surprise. I was not expecting that. All right, moving down to my loans. I don't like how I did this. I'm gonna change it up for next month. But my Vivint loan went down the minimum monthly payment. There is no interest. My student loans, I'm upset with myself that I didn't already do this. Minus 9765.42. That went down $87.74, which is the minimum minus what goes to interest. Then my auto loan is also the same thing. All of my loans, I just pretty much make the minimums, and then they all have varying interest amounts. In my last couple of videos, I write out what those are. I know my auto loan off the top of my head though is 3.94. I got it. My car, it was a used car, but I got it in August 2020, I believe, or July, no, June or July. That's when my registration is. All right, and then my personal loan went down $520.30. So close to paying this off, and I can't wait. It's the bane of my existence. It's honestly the worst thing that I ever did to myself was this loan. And this was a debt consolidation loan. I know I just put personal loan there, but that's what it is. All right, so month to month, my loans went down $910.50. And so then, even though I moved the paper, there's still suspense. You can see here that month to month, I lowered my total debt significantly. This might be my best month to date, or at least for this year, which is crazy considering where I've been these past 2 months, with last month only paying off $6.17 worth of debt. Yeah. Well, just for my credit card debt. But yes, as you can see here, I had a great boost this month, and yeah, I'm really happy, and it came at the right time. There's a saying about his timing's always correct, but I don't know if that's the exact saying. I don't want to butcher it. But here is my debt-free tracker. This shows the progress over my entire debt-free journey, where I started in September 2023 with $71,725.67 worth of debt. Like I always say, I've had more debt than that in the past, but since September 7th, that's what I've had. So let's go ahead and color off the box. What's after orange? It is blue. All right, and I think I already have it written out here. September. Okay. Yes. I am able to color off 4 boxes. For my total debt, I made so much improvements. That is, yeah, you can see here for 2025, that's my best month. I haven't had a good month like that since July. Let's see here. And then another time in February. My February was because of my $2,000 tax refund that I've talked about a few times on here as well. And then July, I think July was just, I put in a lot of work at my second job. It was my first time ever having a second job. Well, since college having a second job. So I wasn't burnt out as much as I am now. But yes, and now let's move on over to my credit cards. So started off in September of 2023 with $30,626.05 worth of debt. This month, I was able to lower it down to $20,887 even worth of debt. Each box is worth $307. So I can have 31 boxes filled in. So let's go ahead and get that done. So this is 25, this is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All right. Whew, I feel like I'm speeding towards this, but I am looking at the, oh my goodness, I am looking at the clock, and I should have ordered my Uber 10 minutes ago. Yay! All right, and this is gonna be for September, and I'm not taking my filming equipment, so I have to finish September. This is looking terrible, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, there is my credit card progress. It is not September, it's October. No. Okay, see if I do whiteout. Okay, then I only need to white out the SEP part, right? I was looking at the August right next to it and thinking about how I got this money in September. But I do this for the beginning of the month, so like my end of month progress doesn't get calculated for that month. It gets calculated the next month or the following month. Okay, we're just gonna have to leave it because I'm so late. We're just gonna have to leave it. Okay, October. All right, then let's move on down to my loans. So I started off my debt progress journey with $41,099.62 worth of loans. This month I got it down to $18,753 even. Wow, even again. Each box is worth $411, so I can have 54 boxes colored in. Let's see, this is 50, 51, 52, 51, 52, 53, and 54. And you're gonna see that October member on my November debt update as well. But here it is. Here's the progress from my loans, my credit cards, ignore my spelling, my overall debt tracker, and then here my month-to-month overall debt picture. All right, but that is it. That is the breakdown of my now less than $40,000 worth of debt. Thank you for following along. If you stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this debt-free journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow, and if you have any advice for me whatsoever, please leave it down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Bye-bye.